I'm Mark Becker, and this is my narrative speech. So we all have those bad moments where we ask ourselves, why did this have to happen to me? Sometimes these things happen more often than others, but in all of them we're normally so mad that we never try to find anything good that can come out of the situation. But most of the time, there is something good that can come out of it. And here's just one example from my life that I found that something bad turned into something good. So we had a basketball game around a year and 2 months ago, and it was at Iowa City, Regina. And everything was normal until about halfway through the day when my stomach started to get very queasy, I guess. It just felt like my pants were on just way too tight. And on the bus I told my friend that I felt like puking, but a lot of times we say that we feel like puking and we just mean that our stomach hurts. So I didn't really think much of it, and I thought that maybe I was just nervous and that it would go away once the game started. So after the game started, I actually didn't notice it much until about halfway through the first quarter when I started to puke all over the court. And it was around the top of the key in front of our bench, and then I walked over towards our bench and I puked more right in front of our bench. Luckily it wasn't their bench, because that would be very strange. And it was a pretty embarrassing time, I guess, because everyone was just watching and they had to stop the game for you. And then I puked before the fourth quarter again, so I barely played any of that game. And that was pretty disappointing because it's Iowa City, Regina, and you always want to play a game of your favorite sport also. So when you miss a game, it's always not fun. But after the game, I found out that one of my friends had scored 31 points in the game, and that was his career high, and it was over half of our team's total points. So he had a pretty good game, I'd say. So what happened was bad for me, but it was really very good for someone else, and they have a memory that they can hold on to for the rest of their lives now. And I guess sometimes it's easier to find the good in bad situations. Like in this situation, it was very clear to see. But in other situations, it could just be a lesson that you take from that situation. So next time you ask yourself, why did this have to happen to me? Try to find the good in every situation.